everyone, this is A from CNA's Try It, and in this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about henna. I'm going to show you my quick step-by-step guide on how to color your hair with henna. So henna, the benefits for henna is basically for hair growth. It can help add shine to the scalp and conditions, hydrates, balances the pH levels. It's just overall a good thing to use instead of traditional hair color that can damage your hair. And so I find that there are a ton of benefits for that. So stay tuned and I'll give you a step-by-step on how to do it. All right, don't judge. So this is me in my natural gray color. I did that on purpose so that you can kind of see what my hair looks like, totally gray. The product I'm using is a product from Light Mountain called Color the Gray. It's a henna and it's a two-part process. This is going to be step one. Just follow the directions on the box. I pretty much mix it in with maybe some sort of a red or brown tea that I've brewed prior to this, and I go ahead and I mix the entire package, one of two, into that tea that I mixed. The tea is basically there to add the highlights. So if you wanted to do like a reddish tint, which is what I like to use some passion fruit tea. And I'll steep that and add some coconut milk also for the conditioning part into the henna as well. So you're going to notice a few things here. One, I'm using a glass bowl and a wooden chopstick. The reason for this is henna is super organic and natural. And you don't want anything to interact, or chemically at least, to intervene with the henna that you're mixing. Metal will do that. So I didn't use any metal. I didn't use metal spoons. I didn't use a metal bowl. I tried to go as clean as I could. And you'll also notice I have some amla powder. Amla powder is an additive to the henna, and it's just for conditioning purposes only. So you'll see I'm adding a little into my mix. You'll look at the consistency. It's kind of pasty, and there's a reason for that. You don't want your consistency to be too runny. You cannot add too much or too little henna, really. At the end of the day, it's just kind of the consistency that we're looking for. And what I like to tell people most of the time is the consistency is kind of like a pudding or a thick soup. I like to say pudding. For the sake of being quick, basically you apply the henna just like you would any other hair color. You take your time, apply it with gloves. The box will provide you with a plastic hair cap, and you would leave that on according to the box instructions about 20 minutes. Once your time is up, you go ahead and you rinse it out accordingly. You don't have to use any shampoo or conditioner, and you start to dry. Now you're going to see here my hair is super kind of red and orangey, but that's part of the process for part one. What it does is all of the stuff that you combined, it absorbs into the gray, and it basically provides your coverage. So remember, there was a two-part process to this using Light Mountain Color the Gray. This is the second part. There's basically two pouches in the box. You'll see it labeled, if I can find it. Yeah, part two. So we're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing that we did during the first process. You're going to take the package, you're going to put it in a glass bowl, and then you'll see that I have my herbal tea here on the side, which has got that red or almost pinkish tint. You can pretty much use any herbal tea that you prefer with whatever tint you want. In this case, I like the passion fruit tea, and so that's what I have mixed here because, again, that's what your highlight is going to be. Of course, I'm going to mix it in with a little more organic coconut milk, your herbal tea, and you give it a good mix, again, to the point of maybe that yogurt or soupy consistency. So I'm going to take a minute to say, as I'm mixing here, there's a ton of controversy with henna and hair color, and I do agree with some of the issues that one can experience when coloring with henna. However, if and when you decide to color, make sure it's with your natural hair, right? And that it's been a while since you've either dyed or processed it in some way. And if that's the case and you do your research, then there's a pretty good chance it can be done correctly. Apply that color, wrap it up, as I told you earlier, with some plastic, a little bit of heat, And there's your final outcome, everyone. There is no gray in my hair. I purposefully left my hair as gray as it was to pretty much give you that comparison of the benefits of henna, no ammonia, no chemicals, and totally gray coverage. Remember that T? That T is what this does. It's pretty much just a highlight. I like that reddish pink hue, and in the sun you can see it picks it up wonderfully. That's the benefit of henna, y'all. Thanks for watching another episode of CNA's Try It. I left my go-to resources in the comments below. Ask questions, leave comments. Most importantly, hit that like button and please subscribe. Thanks a lot, y'all. God bless.